All right, everyone, welcome back after the lunch break. I hope you enjoyed the installation and the performance, and I hope that you also maybe enjoyed Bernadette's workshop. That was a possibility to participate. And a little later in the next presentation, you can also participate and play a little bit for the end of the symposium. You can get prepared for this already a little bit. So now I would like to welcome Francisco Utray and Luis Lamadrid. It's great that you came from Spain for the conference. I had not sent out a call yet, but they found the announcement of the symposium with barely any text on our website, and they contacted me, and I was terribly late in responding, but from the first moment they wrote to me, I already had the impression, wow, this is really interesting what they do in Madrid. I need to answer them very soon. And well, anyway, finally they are here and they talk about their work, which they do in Madrid with quite a lot of other artists, musicians, filmmakers, Videoacústica, filming free improvisation, and random video music composition. Great that you came. I'm happy to hear your lecture.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Matthias. We are really proud to be part of this symposium. When we found the announcement of the symposium in internet, we were really impressed because it's 3 years we are working on filming free improvisation in Madrid and really thinking what is filming free improvisation. Is that an art in itself, improvisation art, or it's documentation? So that's something we had in mind during all this time, and discussing that with the improvisation musicians in Madrid, and we're really proud to be part of that event in Berlin. So,
okay.
Luis.
Hello, thank you to be here. I want to express my gratitude to Exploratorium and Matthias for inviting us, and to have the opportunity to show our work. First of all, I would like to consider our idea to face our work like video artists. For us, the video art is the evolution, the natural evolution of the electroacoustic music. And we make music with moving images, but we make music with video integrated with the music. But like video artists, we are musicians. This is the spirit of that project, and we start when we start to work with the musicians.
Yeah. And Luis, yesterday we was talking about Jonas Mekas, and we appreciate very much to have that reference. But we want to bring to the table a new reference. It's Nanjun Pike. Nanjun Pike was a student of Stockhausen in Germany, and he's the father of video art. As Jonas Mekas, yesterday we said, is the father of experimental cinema, and we understand the importance in music creation and improvisation of Jonas Mekas. We want to say that we, Luis and I, understand that the work of Nanjun Pike is music, is visual music. So as we are inspired by the work of these kind of video artists who come from electroacoustic concept, we have in the table a new concept, is videoacoustic. It's to bring the video at the same level of sound in music composition. So we, as video artists, are musician, visual musician, and when we film a solo of a musician, we are making a duetto, because we are acting with the musician. He play his instrument, and we play our guitar, we play our camera, we play with our microphone, And when we make the video, we want to see ourselves represented playing our instrument, who is the camera or is the microphone, and we are acting in duetto with the musician. So that's our concept. Please, can we have the first? So the first presentation we already started saying is who are we, what we do, where we do it. And I want to say there is a third part in the team is Federico Dupla is a director of photography, because we are filming with 3 cameras and microphones, and as we as video producers are also performers, so we need a team. So we have a responsible for the image and the grading and the visual result of the work. You will see there is that consistency. And Federico Dupla is not here, but is also part of Videoacústica project. So what we do, we already said, we do filming, improvisation, and we do video music composition. Because when we put together video and audio, we consider that a work of composition.
In random compositions, it generates combinations.
Yeah, we will see it.
We'll say it.
And where we do it, well, basically it's 3 years ago, we are working intensively with the improvisation music in Madrid, the improvisation scene in Madrid. And when we have improvisation artists who come from other cities, they are invited and we make them the video also. So we will see videos from, we will screen some videos from artists who came to Madrid from Brazil, France, or Germany also.
Yes,
Marcus Brois.
Madrid is the space where many people from other countries go around.
Okay.
And pass.
So maybe this is our website. We are already have done 40 or 45 videos. Each video, we only shoot solos. All the artists are solos. So they are musician performers, even painters. We have a painter who we make a video with him, and we are producing music with the sound he's producing when he paints. So, and performance dancers, but basically musicians, no?
And we make only one shot. The first shot is the good one.
Yeah, and
our experience always say that the first one.
We respect what the musicians have done. We say action, what happens. There is no editing in time. What the musician have done is what we see. We don't edit. To respect the improvisation and the live thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And with that material, and that's where comes the concept of random composition. If we put together different artists playing his solo, we are doing a composition. And it's a composition that we call random video composition, because it's something that happened magically. Is so in that web page, you can say play to different icons, and
you can compose the video. It's like video game. You can choose different artists. And
if you pass the so we do video installations. So for example, we put some solos in one screen, and in other screen we put another solos, and the mixes happen randomly. And even in a big space, we can put 3 or 4 screens and different musicians playing together. And each time you enter in the room, the thing is different. Here is a space called La Hipoteca, where we usually use to make concerts and to make shootings. And we did this video installation. And this is an installation we did in a little village in Extremadura. And we have these 4 screens with random videos playing around. We also do performance. We also do generating images in performance. We also do some exhibitions. For example, that's the video of the painter that we consider is music. What you are listening to in the screen is music. Is music produced with the sound of the painter who is painting in his performance the painting who
He
is
painted that two pictures.
with two
One
hands.
with the left hand, one with the right hand, at the same time.
Okay, and that's a video. Then that's a place where we have produced. We produce the videos in some places. For example, this is ECO. It's a cultural center in Madrid, and we have been working 6 months there, and we did 20 or 25 videos there,
Yeah.
and we did a big exhibition playing around with the videos we did there. So we can play. So, if you have more or less understand the work we do now, we would like to focus on the concept of random video music composition. So you will see, we will show 3 examples, but we won't see the whole video because it will take too long. So maybe we can see 4 minutes of this one and 3 minutes of the next one to be on time, no? And to see different examples. This is Paloma Carrasco. It's a very important improvisation performer in Madrid, very well known. I think maybe also here in Germany she performed sometimes, and she did twice the performance. So let's hear Paloma Carrasco and Utray Lamadrid twice together, like in the video installation. A little bit longer, but I think it's enough to understand. Let's see another example of video composition. This is Lucia Flor, is a performer, musician who used the voice, and Juan Carlos Castillo, who is also a very well-known musician in the Madrid free improvisation scene, and they did the performance independently, and we just put it together, and I think there is some magic happen.
No way, son. Dash name no way, son. You made thy stage thoughts. How much takes time? Wait, might take so nice not. I just basic there's not nice no. How's Hulk. It's fine. Loud. Eyes on the way. Drink some ice. I want my eyes. Breathe out.
And thank you very much.
It's amazing that combination with two musicians that don't listen to each other, or the harmony between them. It's the first time that we play together. We don't know the other person.
Yeah.
And for this experience, they make shows now.
They should make shows together. After they see the video, they say, that fits. Let's make a show live. And the third example we will show is very interesting. I think it's not the next one. If you can go the next one. Okay, this one. The blue one is Laurent Charles. Is a French musician. Basically, we don't know them. We don't know him. He was in Madrid and he was making a performance in Madrid, and we make the video with him. And the other is Rogelio Costa. It's from São Paulo, Brazil. It's the same. He was passing in Madrid, and he have been invited to make a video with us. Rogelio has the opportunity to see the video of Laurent, but Laurent no, because it was. So when you will see the video, the compatibility, it's also very close. I think it's also a little bit magic. So let's see 3 minutes, and after we will make a discussion about this experience.
Excuse me. When used to say to the musicians, your improvisation is to combining.
To be combined,
to be combined. You have to not to play high all the time. You have to hear the space, be quiet, with modulation, with different, to make a better combination. And it is important to say you are performing with the camera, with the performing camera, with the microphone, but here the space, here yourself, here.
And let space for
create
others.
Spaces for the complementary sound.
Okay. So let's listen to this third example. Next slide. Okay, so the values of this experience is in one hand, then we video sound is this making installations, mixing all the musicians, and also bring a space for music improvisation in museums, in galleries, in exhibition centers through the video installation. That's something I think it's a value. Another value is we are documenting the improvisation scene in Madrid as making this historic recording of all the characters playing in this Madrid scene. And a third value, it's we can make performance, as we see here yesterday, a few minutes ago, video interacting with live shows is something, a value for our experience of Videoacústica. And now we would like to make an open discussion with the audience. It's
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much so far. Joel seems to be the first.
It was wonderful, so thank you. What a great idea. What a simple and great idea anyway. Just these two simultaneously put together, these two actions in which happen in different space and time, and creating a kind of a, I don't know, interactive space somewhere in the virtuality, because modeling a new reality with this, fantastic. But what I experienced also, that I saw the intention of the solos. So it was, I saw that she and he plays on a guitar and a vocal duo. I talking about that. They really doing solos. So it was, I saw that this is not a duo somehow. It was like in a it's a paradoxical things, but I don't know. But I love paradoxes, and I think improvised music is really full of paradoxes. It's a nature of this sort of thing. But it was very nice. Thank you.
Excuse me. That's true. But to me, this is our project. Is not real free improviser music. It's a simulation. Yeah. It's a machine who creates random music, random free improvisation music. But it's a simulation. It's a good one simulation because it's productive and create new compositions, interesting new compositions. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I also like the interaction between the microphone, the camera, and the musicians. Are you trying to find different venues and art places where improvisation is happening, or are you mainly focused on the space like the loft we've seen? Is it part of your work to present venues and art spaces where this is happening in Madrid or maybe in Spain?
Each series of videoacoustic is related to a special space with the musicians who work in that space or make their shows in this space. And the space is very important to make a new session of recording. And
we already, in 3 years, we are working. We did 3 series. One in Eco Carabanchel, the other is in the cave. It's Centro Cultural La Tortuga. And after in La Hipoteca, we will show later on the video there. And is places where free improvisation music is happening. And there is people living there. And we interact with the space, with the people living there, and we make an on-site specific. And the idea, as you see the exhibition we did in Eco Carabanchel, we did the recordings there during 6 months, and at the end we did a big party, a big exhibition, inviting the musicians and the space, and do the presentation of the work there. So that's
originally this project was designed to create video installations, video sound installations, to present before the shows. And you organize a show, and when people come into the hall and talk and buy the tickets, you can see the musicians playing in that simulation machine. and that is the original idea, is associated with shows.
Yeah. And as you ask, how we interact with the musicians, for example, with the microphone, when you go very close to the musician will do a micro sound, and in this relationship with him, if I go up, he will take more dynamic in his playing. So with this movement, with this choreography, we are also producing the music, producing the image, producing the art.
I like that. It's something what I experienced too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
The camera is like a big eye, and the microphone is like a big ear. And if you can put your ear close to you, that determines your movement and the sound that you produce. And this is the play. This is the choreography between.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Something I wonder, it's in 21st century, is it possible to think in music without image, or image is already part of the music? Marcus,
Thanks, really nice. The first slide you showed with all the different videos, could you talk a bit more about this? Did I understand right that the user can click on, is it like user mixing his own duo?
It's very easy to display, but with all the screens with the musicians, you can prove and click one, click another one, and here.
So you can compose as a user from in internet. You can compose your own duo. Is that what I would like to hear? That
in the web page, in the web page is videoacústica.es. So you have all the videos, and you make play in different ones, and the mixes happen. You can hear it. It's like a video game.
That's nice. Why don't you show that to us? I would like to see that.
All the videos, and this is a sound. It's a block of sound.
You want to see it?
Fantastic.
Can you see it? But the first.
We can do this. I just wanted to add to this question of interaction that it tells a lot about our perception of, let's say, abstract music in general. It raises the question of coherence. How do we make sense of something? Why does something fit together? In tonal music, we have certain rules which are more or less clear, which makes the glue of the music, where you have the melodies and the chords and the rhythms. There, it functions like this, and this makes sense. But where does it come from that we make sense from something that you simply put together? We've had this yesterday also in Helen's film, because you also simply used two solos of Lol Coxhill and made a duo from it. And it was beautiful, the way you combined it. It came out something new, which was not intended to be like this. And if I may tell the story, it's about 10 years ago or so, I gave a course at the university about improvisation. And I was actually using a film of you, the solo of Ok-Young Lee, cellist. And I put it together. I did more or less the same thing. I put it together with a composed piece by German composer Klaus-Steffen Mahnkopf, a cello solo piece. And then I also had a similar effect. And we started analyzing the interaction between the two cellists. So I didn't tell them what I did. I presented it as a duo. And it was really no problem to talk about the interaction and to see how they reacted on each other and so on. And then in the end I said, okay, I'm sorry, the one is an improvised solo, the other is a composed solo. And the next thing was, which one is the composed and which one is the improvised? And of course they were wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So Ok-Young, they thought this is the composed piece. Sorry. Okyung not yet. She will play here in April actually with Lisa Olen. I can do it then maybe. Yeah, I guess so. So be quiet about it.
I think that the composer is the listener.
Yeah.
Probably.
We can still have a look into it, but now Michael and Matthias would also like to add.
Yeah.
Maybe we do this first. And anyway, everyone can try it as long as you wish at home.
Yeah, it's actually an additional question to what Matthias said, and I'd like to ask if you had been experimenting with making people conscious that they're doing that in duo, or just doing that for the solo, like the duet with you, or the duo with another musician, that they are conscious that it will be used as a setting of 2 videos or more. And then, if so, did you see some patterns, maybe, if they were conscious about that, or no?
Yeah. Yes, it's very important for us to, when the musicians who want to collaborate with the project, we always say this is a solo for be mixing in video installations with other solos. So that's what we offer to them. We produce you to a video with you, but it must be a solo. It must have 7 minutes more or less, and it will be to be mixed. And also we say when we make an exhibition, we always put the credits that, for example, when we did the exhibition, we put the name of all the artists participating in the exhibition. With the concept for us, it's we all are artists at the same level. So, for example, for that screening, we say to Paloma and to others, we will have a show in Berlin. We will be present physically, and you will be virtually, but that's the deal.
We said to the musicians, and you're so author of this, like we, and you can use that material as you prefer, or promotion, sing material, and you understand what is the project, and we communicate in each event who musicians are showing.
Yeah, and they are authors of the video as we are. Yeah, but we take the decision and we inform them.
But we say to the other musicians, if you can make a show, and 2 video files, choose.
Yeah, you can do it.
All the projects belongs to everybody, for all the authors, all the project.
Yeah, one more question. Probably this already, what you said, sort of answers half of my question. I think it's very interesting what you're doing, but you had this question just, is a solo worthwhile? And I would say yes, it is, because I feel a little bit uncomfortable that you are having solos and you are only using them for duos, which is great. But in the beginning you said you are musicians and you feel that you are with your camera the second player, and I understood that you make videos of solos and the solo musician plus you as a video filmer is the duo. And I would really like to see the solos too, in addition to this combination.
There is a contradiction because that question, and we have seen in this symposium many solos with no problem. It's free improvisations.
Yeah, but you have a special approach, and that's what interests me. And probably I was wrong, but the approach which what I understood is that you say, as a musician, I have a special way of using the camera, and so a duo exists between the musician and the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I would simply be interested in seeing what that is, and I think those people were playing solos and it's really good musicians, and I think the solos are also worthwhile to be heard just as a solo, not only in combination.
Okay.
I would say the solo, it's also the combination is just shown here in Berlin. This is the product. The product open to the public is the solos. And the concept of video music composition is the concept we bring here to the Symposium in Berlin, but it's not there is no...
There is no contradictions with solos. You can watch it's so separated.
But the product is the solos.
Yeah, I mean, what I was going to say was sort of continuing on from that, because I think the question you asked on there is a very interesting one, which I've always been very curious about, is a solo, can a solo be free improvised, really, without anyone else, or is it an instant composition? Because the sound, of course, from the area is always different, but of course it's only the input of the musician. So the idea of habitual playing is often can be seen more in solos. And this is a really interesting way of looking at that, because you're then juxtaposing two solos. So the sound interaction between the two does change. And that's really, really interesting. And, I do wonder whether you can free improvise sololy. As a solo. I'm not sure it's possible.
So some artists tell us, I cannot collaborate with this project because to play solo is no good for me. I only can improvise with another person in a dialogue. Because I have to listen it.
There is
yes.
There is a lot of friends of ours, musicians in Madrid, who don't want to collaborate with us. Because they don't know how.
And we say you must collaborate with space, with the camera, and they are not convinced.
I need to make improvisation. I need other musicians around me. And I want to. There is another question. Okay.
Just one. Is it important for you to actually know the musicians and how they play?
Excuse me?
Is it important for you to know the musicians and how they play, to be familiar with their playing?
To be familiar, sometimes we work with people we know well musically, and sometimes it's the first time. For example, with the trombone and with the saxo, we knew them the day of the shooting. We
don't know the people who come. In this moment, we organize a filming session, and comes people we don't know, and are welcome.
Right. We have next month. We have 2 musicians who will come to the shooting, but we don't know them.
So that's very different to what I do, because I build up a relationship with the musicians so that I can almost premeditate where they're going to go when they're improvising. And that's something that I've really enjoyed doing. And I work with just a small group of musicians, really. I mean, obviously, there's going to be new ones occasionally.
No, in Madrid there is this culture of improvising people who don't know each other before.
Yeah. No, there is in London.
It's so called this project because who makes the decisions is a device. It's a no personal free improvisation, non-personal.
Yeah,
it's impersonal. The random is impersonal.
Yeah.
And so
it's just,
so
I think
relationship.
it's just a personal thing for me that I find that something more creative happens if I know them and work with them, and it's a bit like a duet where you both know where you know each other's work, I guess. An interesting difference. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You wanted to add something?
Yeah. Yo quiero proponer la.
Claro.
Thank you. Just a question. You told to the gentleman here who asked you about the users who can mix themselves, the solos, that it's possible. Do you have any results, any statistic which you can evaluate which solos are put together mostly?
We didn't understand the question.
The question is if you hear of the results, how people combine what is online here. Do you have statistics?
No, we don't have statistics.
It's too soon. It's a developing project.
It's something, an idea, something nobody saw before, but we work with a trio, Manuel Borras trio, who asked us to collaborate with the project. And when they arrive to the shooting place, they say, can you shoot our trio making an improvisation, because we need that video for documentation of our work. I say, no problem, let's shoot the improvisation. So we did a video of the three musicians working together as improvisers. And afterwards, they did 3 solos. And I would like to show you 2 minutes of improvising together and 3 minutes of Videoacústica random mixing to feel the difference. Would you like to have that experience?
Okay, there were
a little question. Yeah. First, congrats, because the concept is very nice. I love it. And the question maybe you talked about before, if are all musicians from Madrid, or okay, the French people not, but they are mostly of Madrid scene, or Spain.
No, they are acting in Madrid. So if you come to Madrid, you will be welcome to participate.
Thank you very much.
Because it's in Madrid, because we are in Madrid and we should.
Okay, but they come to you for this project. They don't live all in Madrid.
Yeah.
Because
we can go to other spaces and other cities to do
we
that
can
project.
come here, Exploratorium, and make a series here. It's no problem.
Okay.
The question is, at the beginning we had some difficulties to find musician who wants to collaborate, but now we have a queue.
No,
So
because it's in connection about the mother language of all musicians. Because sometimes that's another project that I have, but it's for this reason I ask you. Okay, there are musicians from also other part of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
And there is no verbal communication between us. Yeah.
It's a Babel tower.
I'd like to add something. I see some similarities between Hal and Pat's from the beginning and your approach, which is in the way you're approaching and filming the people on a very high, I would say, professional standard. So Helen is always using a very good recording equipment for the film and for the music. And I think it has always been important to all the musicians. Yeah, but I think everybody knows about it. And everybody knows, and we heard it, about the quality of sound and images. And for musicians, I experienced that it's always very important to have an equivalent level on the image and especially the sound. For example, when I did, as a fan of music, filming from the audience, and I gave it to some musicians, they said, oh, yeah, the images are strange, but the sound is not as I expected. So don't use it for anything.
Yeah.
And talking about solos, yesterday I showed a solo of Robin Hayward on the tuba, which was in an octet. And I knew all the musicians in this octet quite well. And then I showed Olaf Rupp as a solo. I did not know at that moment when I filmed it. And it is always very different. So if you give the musicians, the artists back what you are filming, then relationships, trust and things begin. And I think this is a very interesting process. Sometimes it takes years, or sometimes it stops just in the beginning. Yeah. And it has something to do with responsibilities, and also with responsibilities something not to do.
Yeah.
Yes, taking it serious, yeah.
This is like a catalog. Some musicians are sleeping forever, and some musicians is rescued for a combination. And
and the reason why I asked about the venues and the places was I filmed several concerts in Hanover because I knew this is only a venue for one day. It's only arranged for a special concert, and then nothing like this will happen again.
We need spaces where we can go during 6 months, regularly once a month or something like that. Because if not, we cannot use it. The space have to be a space and in respect of the quality, the solos are you can guarantee some quality of sound recording because one is a solo, it's easier than a duo to record, and also if the microphone can be seen in the shot, I can go. So these two things guarantee the quality of sound. If you try to record a performance with 3 musicians, it's very difficult. Then the musician will accept the mix.
And it's important the moving microphone, the difference of distance. And
you can put it like that,
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were rather talking now. We're really late in time.
Okay, no time for
1 minute maybe.
1 minute.
1 minute.
It's
this one, or
yes.
for
Better than nothing.
For this,
Yeah.
so we have to see 1 minute of this and 1 minute of the other. So let's see. That's the performance improvising together. Videoacústica, and is Manuel Borras trio. Manuel Jordi, just this one, and this is Videoacústica. Isn't it?
They are more concentrated in a solo.
Francisco Utray and Luis Lamadrid.
Thank you very much.
Videoacústica. Okay, thank you very much. So it's true, it's almost the end, but not the end yet of our symposium. We have one last contribution. The great thing about having a weekend together is not only that you have so many people who are interested in one certain topic and coming together for this, but it's also great that we can connect to other scenes. It's so great that you came from London and from Glasgow, and you came from Madrid And Zsolt is also presenting us material from Budapest. And now we're going to Poland, to Warsaw. And thank you very much for coming from Warsaw to Berlin. It's a 9 people collective. And from 9 people, there are here 4. Please welcome Maja Cieslak, Michal Debski, Maria Zakiewicz, and Gabriela Wachowicz. You have to say the name of the collective yourself, because I cannot pronounce Polish. Yes.